Crypto Doe Show. Welcome on into another episode of the Crypto Doe Show. And today we're talking about Bitcoin and giving you a market update as I usually do. It is currently 6:22 a.m. in the morning. After my gym session, I decide to come on to this live. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification for me so I can swim through the algorithm and get to a screen near you. Once again, I'm Crypto Doe, and I'm here to share everything I know with you guys so together we can go further than Wells Fargo. Also, to support the channel even more, make sure that you go inside of the merch store and order description and shop for some merch and also shop for the crypto guide as well if you want to support the channel even more. Right? Currently, let me give you a market update of what's going on with these prices, right? These prices are Bitcoin right now closed. To me, it closed above $95,000. And I think that's a major milestone. The reason why I say Bitcoin closing above $95,000 is a major milestone is because the next leg up may be $100,000. And then after that, after they break the psychological number of $100,000, then about 110 through 120 is the next target that I have for Bitcoin. And I look at it like this, right? A lot of people are waiting on the buy signal for Bitcoin, but I think it's something that once you're priced out, you're going to be priced out of, right? Once you're priced out, you're going to be priced out of, meaning that it's an article that's on Cointelegraph. I'm going to read that to you guys in a few. But I noticed one thing about institutions and the elite, the people that run the world, right? Or the group of people that run the world. And you could be part of that group if you understand the importance of Bitcoin and or blockchain technology and crypto, right? Crypto is built on top of the blockchain. So blockchain technology is definitely important in all spaces, right? Let's not forget. Crypto is built on top of the blockchain. Now, I noticed that the elite don't wait for permission. Let me repeat, and I'm going to make some form of maybe I'll make a mug or teacup or water bottle, anything along that nature that give this statement right here. The elites do not wait for permission. Buy Bitcoin now, not financial advice. Let me repeat it again for the people that's just coming in. The elite do not wait on permission. A lot of people to me are waiting on permission for them to be able to buy Bitcoin. When you get the permission to buy Bitcoin, right, it's going to be too late. And too late in a sense that one of it is going to be 250,000, 175,000, when you could have got it right here, right now. Even if you just get a fraction of it, you don't have to buy the whole Bitcoin, but have some exposure to it. And the reason why I see it to be very important, countries will go to war over Bitcoin. This is how I know Bitcoin is important and decentralizations is so important, right? Not only Bitcoin, Monero, privacy coins, anything that's decentralized, right? But especially Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at the forefront. What happened when the United States decided to sanction? Y'all remember when it sanctioned Russia and it sanctioned a couple, even it sanctioned its own citizen for not wanting to go to work based on the trade wars and the truckers. You guys remember that, right? Um, you guys remember that? They froze people accounts, didn't they? Think about what they did to Andrew Tate. They froze all his assets, all his accounts. You know, the only one of the only things that he had that set him free that they couldn't freeze? Bitcoin. That's why the government want a part of it now because it's something that they know that they cannot control. So imagine if you would like control for your future and control for your life. What's the best way to do it? Bitcoin. You know, and a lot of people are saying there's other protocols that's better than Bitcoin. Of course they are, right? Welcome to the space. There's going to be other things that's better than XRP, that's better than XLM. This is just how the nature of the future and how, you never know what may be born tomorrow. That's just technology for you, right? But Just think about it. Once again, the rich do not, or the elites does not wait on permission, right? Buy Bitcoin now before it's priced out. You'll be priced out and it's going to be too late. Currently, Bitcoin right now is at $96,800, right? Let's interact with the chat real quick. Miss Make It Better said, "I'm using Bitcoin as a savings account. That's an excellent strategy. Why save in dollars and fiats? That's why I have on my merch store. I specifically say, crypto rich, right? Fiat broke. Now, the reason why I had this statement is I know that fiat is the only thing that's keeping the world broke because it's the only thing that takes from you while you sleep. Every day it takes from you. Every day, no matter how much money you have yesterday, is not the same value as today, right? Which means you're actually losing in value because fiat currencies generally go to zero over time. Just saying. And we're actually at the mark now where the currency been X amount of years old. So now they're trying to transform and get us onto a whole nother system. Digital currency, stable coins to be for example. Just to give you guys a couple of examples. If you're in here right now, smash the like button, smash the like button. That's all I ask. Help me. That's how you help me swim through the algorithm. Smash the like button. Um, so so the thing is, this is why I say Bitcoin to be so important because it's the new digital money, it's the new digital way, and that's what's happening. Miss Make It Better said cheaper to pay the fines and penalties. Unbanked. Yes, you have to learn how to be unbanked. That's the point of this here. You have to learn how to be unbanked. You cannot depend on the bank. I was told don't depend on anyone to deal with your money as best as you can. So to me, Bitcoin is the way to actually deal with your money, and you can have total control of your money. If you hold your money in the bank, you do not have total control. If you hold a whole bunch of money in your house, you do not have total control. If you hold, it's good to hold silver and gold, but these are actual physical things. They have transportation problems, right? But Bitcoin itself, that's a whole nother monster. And it's a monster worth holding and capturing to me. Smash that like button if you agree. Now, to save in Bitcoin, that's the excellent strategy. I was rather saving Bitcoin than saving dollars or saving any type of fiat because at least I know that if I'm saving in dollars, right, it's actually inflationary. Inflation can hit the dollar, right? If I save in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, right, it's deflationary depending on what asset class you're in. It actually rises. It fluctuates. It can go up and go down, but 9 times out of 10 on a yearly basis, it generally rise. So let me read a quick article for you, and this is about Cointelegraph, right? Let me read a quick article for you about Cointelegraph. Institution Bitcoin buying may soon price out retail. Now, you and I are considered the retail investors, right? Longitude panel. Bitcoin has emerged as the only true hedge against geopolitical risk. Let me repeat. Bitcoin has emerged as the only true hedge against geopolitical risk. Retail investors are running out of time to accumulate Bitcoin as institutional adoption. Listen, institutions are buying these things. Retail isn't. They're on the sideline waiting for, I guess they're waiting for God to come back, right? I guess they're going to be waiting on the rest of their life because that's the whole nother thing, right? Don't wait on it. Like I say, the elites and the rich, they do not wait on permission. They don't sign a permission slip. They're not into that type of thing. They do not sign a permission slip. So be very mindful, be very careful. Um, Buy Bitcoin now, not financial advice. And to accumulate Bitcoin as institutional adoption accelerates, according to Sarij Kens, co-founder of exchange aggregator 1inch. Oh, I got to check on 1inch. I forgot about that. Bitcoin BTC is $96,819 is evolving into an alternative reserve currency, propelling institutional demands and potential, potentially pricing out retail investors. You know when people gonna start buying Bitcoin when it's 250, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000. When it's too late, you know. The average person is not gonna have 250,000 just laying around. It's just not gonna happen. We already missed the 20,000 mark. We already missed the 30,000 mark. We already missed the 40,000 mark, you know? So have some form of exposure to it. I'm telling you guys, but it's not financial advice. Not financial advice at all. I cannot advise you to do anything that you ultimately have the responsibility to make on your own. I'm just here to provide the information, right? It's on you to drink the water. Um, but don't be too thirsty, right? Because at that point, how you gonna quench your thirst if the water costs so much? You're gonna have to go to another river and or another pond. Demand on potential pricing out the retailers, right? Every retail user should be thinking about getting at least one Bitcoin. Very soon, they won't be able to afford it. This is what they're suggesting. If the United States starts buying Bitcoin for a strategic reserve, listen, even smaller countries may soon struggle to acquire the currency. He added, "Why you think El Salvador is buying all damn Bitcoin? The government don't want them to buy Bitcoin because they know that they can hedge against the government any sanction, and they still buying it. They're still buying it. So if countries are buying these things, right? Nations are buying these things, right? These things are considered part of the strategic reserve, right? Why aren't you, as an individual, buying it? Don't you want to be your own country, your own nation, have your own rules? I'm just think about it. If the whales are doing it, why aren't you doing it? I'll ask yourself that question. Once again, the rich do not wait on permission, right? At that time, they give you permission to buy. It's gonna be too late. When you hear everyone at a barbershop, everyone, your cousins calling you, telling you, "Hey, what about Bitcoin? You think I should get in?" That's when you know it's too late. It's too late. If the United States starts buying Bitcoin for its strategic reserve, even smaller countries may soon struggle to acquire the cryptocurrency. He added. I'm pretty sure we'll soon see cryptos battling over who owns more Bitcoin. Why you think MicroStrategy is buying all of the Bitcoin? He about to beat BlackRock. Why you think that I own MicroStrategy as far as a stock too, and I own Bitcoin? I'm just telling you guys, expose yourself to it. Not financial advice. Bitcoin demand has accelerated since U.S. President Donald Trump announced sweeping tariffs on U.S. imports in April, setting off a global trade war. The global trade war is actually benefiting Bitcoin because I found out that Bitcoin don't care about tariffs. Bitcoin don't care about cryptocurrencies and a certain blockchain. They don't care about those things. The dollar might care about it, you know, they care about it. Fiat currency cares about those things. But when you go and totally digital, they don't care about that, especially if it's deflationary. They do not care about that. So just make it make sense. Make it make sense. That's all I want to tell you guys today. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you go out and get you some Bitcoin, get you some deflationary assets, get you some crypto, because I think that is the way of the future and it's not financial advice. If you're in here right now, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video as well. This is Crypto Dough once again. You want to support the channel even more, go to the merch store, go to the description, check out the merch store, and check out the crypto guide as well. On that note, I want everyone to have and enjoy their Friday. I don't like to call the word weekend, so enjoy the strong end, finish strong, my friend. On that note, put on your seatbelts. This is Crypto Dough. It is time to take off.